I am the man without a face, the name that became a legend, D.B. Cooper. They still talk about me, decades later, trying to piece together a puzzle I created in a single, extraordinary night. But only I know the truth, and only I will ever know what really happened. It was November 24th, 1971, the day before Thanksgiving. I walked into the airport like anyone else, dressed in a black suit, a thin black tie, and carrying a briefcase. I paid $20 cash for a one-way ticket on Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, bound for Seattle. Back then, no one checked IDs, and airports were no fortresses. It was the perfect setup. I boarded the plane, calm and collected. I chose a seat in the back, 18C, where I could watch everything. The flight attendants were polite, offering me coffee and a smile. Little did they know, my briefcase carried more than paperwork, it carried my entire plan. 36 passengers, a crew of 6, and me. I waited until we were in the air, then slipped the stewardess a note. She thought I was flirting, smiled, and tucked it into her pocket without reading it. I had to lean in, calm and firm, and say, "Miss, you'd better read that note. I have a bomb." Her face drained of color as she read my instructions: sit next to me, stay calm, and take my demands to the cockpit. I wanted $200,000 in cash, for parachutes, and a fuel truck ready to refuel the plane when we landed in Seattle. No tricks, no games, or everyone on board would pay the price. The pilot and crew complied. We landed in Seattle, and they delivered my ransom, neat stacks of bills, each marked but untraceable, and the parachutes I'd requested. I let the passengers go, keeping only the crew. I wasn't a monster, I wasn't looking to hurt anyone. I was looking for freedom. We took off again, this time heading south toward Mexico City. I gave the pilot strict instructions: fly at 10,000 feet, keep the cabin unpressurized, and maintain a slow speed. It was the perfect altitude for what came next. Somewhere over the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, I made my move. I secured the money to my body, donned one of the parachutes, and opened the rear stairs. The wind roared as I stood there, looking into the dark abyss below. Without hesitation, I jumped into history. What happened after that? That's the question, isn't it? Did I survive the fall? Did I vanish into the woods, spending my fortune in quiet anonymity? Or did I die that night, leaving behind only the mystery? You'll never know. They found clues over the years, a few bills from the ransom washed up on a riverbank, stories of strange men in small towns. But they never found me, and they never will. I am D.B. Cooper, the man who took $200,000 and disappeared into legend.